Hello, this is your Auntie Pam with I-86, that Footloose bringing you the juice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And this is part two to Pat Rubberfield. Now, I did this, it was some years ago. I'll just go ahead and put that in the description so you can just pretty much see what I said. I think like 5 years ago, something like that. I don't know. But even though I said what I said those years ago, my my mind really haven't changed on that. What I can do is just add a little bit to it. So if you go back and you look at the first video, then just like I said, this is part two, so you'll see what I'm talking about. But just to give you an example of when I'm talking about pet rubbing the feeling. See, the thing about it is you got a lot of people when you go out on dates and then the date is over with or whatever, they feel that they can pet rub and feel. Okay, don't sit here and think that just because you took me out to eat or maybe you took me to a concert or a game or something like that, that you have the right to come and pet rub and feel on me. Baby, the little bit that you spent, that's not enough for you to think that you can come and you can violate me like that. That's not how that go, baby. Mm-mm. And I hate to say it, but it's so many people, and I can say especially with this newer generation, where they make it so convenient and they make it so easy to where you don't have to do anything to lay down in the bed with them. You don't have to do much at all. And like I said, I see it all the time where you just give them a compliment and whoop, your legs wide open. Like, really? So you just said I was cute and all of a sudden legs open? Really? Or you give me what, $5 to buy some cigarettes and maybe a soda? That's if you find some $4 cigarettes around here and a 50-cent soda, and all of a sudden, whoop, whoop, your legs open. No, baby, that ain't even how they go. And it was going on so much as far as like even at the time when I was dating, baby, and I hadn't dated in a while, and a lot of stuff is such a turn off now to the point where I just look at I'm good at reading people. So I mean, you come at me wrong, I'm not gonna give you my number anyway. But even at the time when I was dating, it's like so much was so wrong with the stuff that they did and that they said, and you try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You try to go ahead and give them a chance, and you know, it's like y'all think because y'all did something for me that you can pat rubber feel at the end of the night. Now this is how the date went, and like I said, it was too many that I was going on dates with that thought that this was just a mindset of them. Even at the time, that you thought that you could pet rub and feel because you spent a couple of dollars. And when I say a couple of dollars, like I said, your $50 and $100 and your $150, baby, that ain't enough. Like I said, at least have that if you're gonna take me out, but your $100 $150, but still don't think that you're obligated to anything just because that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? You took me somewhere or paid for a concert ticket or maybe we went to a festival or something like that. Yeah, we went, we had a good time. Let's leave it at that. So I can't say yes, I want a second date. Because if you go to Pat Rub and Feel and I give you permission to touch me, you're gonna end up getting stabbed, shot, or kicked between your legs, baby. I mean, you pick your poison. Which one you want? Because I can I can do all three. You know what I'm saying? Because you violated me, you touching me. I didn't give you permission to pay rubber feel just because we went somewhere and you thought that the person that you went out with before me let you pet rubber feel and every woman's supposed to do that. No, baby. But this what ended up happening. We had went out, and everybody that know me know Red Lobster is like my favorite. You get what I'm saying? And I used to work there. I worked there for like, oh my goodness, I think 8 years. I think I worked at Red Lobster, but even with working there, I still didn't get tired of the food. I didn't I wasn't too fond of the biscuits at all. I don't know, y'all don't cuss me out for saying that. I just wasn't fond of the biscuits, but everything else, baby, honey. But like I said, that's food that I will not get tired of at all. Love it. But he ended up taking me to at this point I wasn't working at Red Lobster anymore, so he ended up taking me to Red Lobster. I'm like, okay. And it's not like Red Lobster is fancy. I mean, Red Lobster is okay, but baby, you acting like you took me to a Ruth Chris or PF Chang's, or you acting like you took me somewhere expensive to the steakhouse around here, baby. You no, you didn't take me to Fleming's. I mean, somewhere where your meal by itself and your drink is $175. Just you. You didn't take me nowhere like that. You didn't have a $400 check at the end of the night. That's not how they go. That's Red Lobster. Like I said, baby, I pay for my own Red Lobster and be okay. But you took me. You was a gentleman. Open the door and make sure I cross the street. Safely. Asked me that I wanted anything when we went to the store after that. Blah blah blah. But you was doing that with the impression of thinking that you were getting ready to pay rubber feel. And when it came down to it, we in the car and I'm telling you, oh, I had a good time. Everything was so nice. You were such a gentleman. I would like to go out on the second date. This is, cool, da da da. and you leaned in for the kids, and I'm like, I hate to pump the brakes on that. No, baby, we trying to get to know each other. It's not, you can't lean in. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just. But then now all of a sudden your hand, you pat rubbing and feeling. Now you trying to grab titties and you trying to grab hips and baby, I'm gonna need. Okay, so now I'm pushing you off me and I'm trying to open your door to get out your car because at this point, baby, you for sure violate. And I'm like, so I told him, I said, so boo, you know, so you thought you were gonna pay room field just because we went to Real Lobster? No, baby, that ain't even how they go. Well, I spent $75. I said, what the hell is $75? I said, I tell you what. I said, you want your $75 back, baby? I started reaching in my purse. I said, here you go. You can have your. I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I just thought what you thought, baby. I ain't that type of chick. That's not how they go, baby. I had to correct him real fast. And so I hopped about his car. I took my little money back since he, gave it back to me. But I hopped out his car real fast. And then he is you come skidding off, leaving or tire tracks and leaving smoke and all that. I don't care. So you mad because you spent $75 thinking that you finna get you something, baby. If you want you a cheap prostitute, baby. Gone up the street or gone up to the First Avenue North or gone over there to get ghetto somewhere and you get you one of them $20 prostitutes, baby. That's gonna do everything that you want them to do. I say I'm trying to keep this PG-13, but you gonna let them do whatever they gonna do. How about that? Don't just think that because you so $75 is a lot of money to you. So that's what you thinking. That's gonna get you pat rubbing. If that's gonna get you in somebody's drawers, baby. No, you definitely read the room wrong. Just sitting here thinking that I'm anything like whoever you dated before then that just drop their drawers for 10, 15, $20. No, baby, that's not how they go. But I ended up getting a lot of that. Like I said, because that was the mindset of a lot of men at that time. They just thought that they could pay rub and feel because they spent a couple of dollars. No, baby, you spent a couple of dollars that didn't give you permission to pay rub and feel. Because, like I said, that's a violation. And no, because see, I would have been well within my rights if I had pulled out a gun and shot you. Because you sitting here all on my hips and trying to touch titties and all that. No. But like I said, now I see it so much to the point where it's like there are no standards, there are no values, and don't nobody. And it's not just the women, because you got some, um, men that is a very small percentage. We gonna just say maybe 1%. Or the men that really not expecting the pat rubbing and feeling after like a first date or just after any date. Especially if they hadn't went that route with you yet. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard a lot of men, even with what I do as far as like the counseling sessions and stuff like that, they be like, well, shoot, she was all up over me. I spent about $200 $300 and she was all up over me, baby. She was splashing me, showing her breast, and she had her panties already off, and telling me to pull mine down so she can I'm like, what? So that, baby, just run. And I mean run as fast as you can, because if she doing that with you, she doing that with all these other men too that spent a little money. So so like I said, it's not just the women, it's some of the men go through it too, but the majority it would be a woman. But men, I'm on, like I said, I mean I got y'all too. I'm not just blaming this on, no, it ain't no blame, because it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? But no, don't just think that you can pay rub and feel on me, like I said, because you done spent a couple of dollars or we done went out and you think that you're entitled. No, you're not entitled to my body just because you done spent a couple of dollars. But like I said, nowadays, pay rubbing and feeling, baby, you can get hurt, and I mean seriously hurt. And all I can do is tell the police, baby, self defense. We went out on the first date. I didn't know who he was. He started harassing me, blah blah blah. I felt like I was in danger, and I pulled my gun out, pow pow. That's it. And who you think they gonna believe? Come on now. So I mean, hate for it to sound like that, but like I said, nobody had the right to be running around here violating or trying to pay up a bill just because you spent a couple of dollars. That's, like I said, that's just not how they go. But thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you, and go ahead and comment on what you think about the pet rubbing the feeling, because like I said, uh, they making it a normal thing now, and it's not. It's so few people that really value and respect themselves to the point where they're not letting men or women do that to them. First 1, 2, 3 dates, they're just not. But like I said, let me know on what you think about that. Thank you guys for watching. I love you and peace.